Hello everyone, I'm LW and we're ready to go with a LW500 Latchbar exercise system workout. My system is an attachment system and we use resistance bands, we use straps, and we also use chains. So you will probably see a little bit of all of that during my morning workout. We're going to start off this morning with a resistance jog because we'd like to get warmed up because we haven't done anything at all today and we want to get warmed up so that we can get our day started. And we are going to start off with a warm-up exercise. The LW500 Latchbar exercise system is available on my website, LW500 products.net. Once again, that is www.lw500products.net. You can see more than 100 demonstrations on YouTube. Log on to YouTube and in the search field, type in the Latchbar. And I'm sure my video will show up. Once my video shows up, subscribe. Then you will see exclusively all of my videos. And you will be able to select whatever you'd like to see. Thank you very much. We're at a minute. That's good enough just to get a little slightly warmed up. And we can now start our workout. Our workout will be a little bit of everything. So we're going to start off with the floor and work our way up. So we're starting off with the floor. That means we're going to do some sit-ups and some crunches. So get ourselves in the position to do some sit-ups, making sure we have the correct strap, and we're ready to go. Okay, that completed our sit-ups. So now we will do our crunch. Get those knees up. Remember, you're using the basic latch bar in order to do your sit-ups and your crunches. You have a strap assembly here, which I provide with hand grips. And of course you can buy them separately also if you want an extra set. Like I have here, I have 2 sets on here so that I do not have to continue to adjust it at all times. Okay, let me grab another mat over here. Take this mat and place it right underneath there. And we want to find our set of straps. Here's one. And here's number two. Using a set of straps, we want to place our feet up on the bench, resting on the wall. And now we can begin our pull-up crunch. That is a difficult exercise, as you can see. The closer you get to the wall, the more difficult the crunch becomes. So I was pretty close. Usually I'm not that close, but I didn't have my mat set up properly. So I continued to exert myself to get the job done. Sometimes you'll have to do that. You won't always find it very easy to do your workout. And besides, you don't want it to be easy, because the easier it gets, the less benefits you get from it. Always remember that. You want your exercise to be comfortable so that you can do your exercise, not necessarily easy. There needs to be a level of challenge or difficulty, whether it comes through reps or from the very, very beginning. What I mean by reps, of course, is how many you do in a step. The pull-up crunch and that pull-down crunch is more difficult than your sit-up. And most people don't like sit-ups, but they'll do something like this. I don't quite get that. Now we're going to go back to the floor, but before we do that, we're going to do another jog. We did a partial rotation, nowhere near my intentions of this morning, but we did a small rotation. So now we're going to go back and we're going to hit the cardio once again. Cardio is very, very important. When you have high cholesterol, high blood pressure, your A1C numbers are creeping higher and higher, exercise is very, very important. It'll help to lower all of those numbers, and especially your cholesterol. The doctor always tells you, do some jumping jacks. Something that's relatively easy that you could possibly do to generate cardio in your home. Well, jumping jacks isn't always easy, I understand that. And neither is resistive jogging for some of us. But most of us should be able to do these things. And you'll find your health will improve. So your numbers will go down and your health will go up. And that's what you're trying to accomplish. Now, your resistant jogging, you don't have to do it for long periods of time. Short bursts, a minute, somewhere around that, a minute is sufficient. I'm going to set my mat so that it's locked in place, and I am on the mat completely when I do my pull-up crunch. So it's always good to get a little extra in on your core, because remember, I always tell you, the core is the most difficult part of our body to get under control. And we have this holiday season in front of us. It's here. And we all know what happens during the holidays. We have fun. That's simple, we have fun. And having fun means that we are consuming more calories. And if we're consuming more calories, that means we may be putting on some pounds. So you want to get your exercise in, is my point. Whenever you can, even 10 minutes, get those exercise in. Whatever little bit you can do, do it. You'll benefit from it, because this season you don't want to pick up those pounds. Drink plenty of fluids. The most important fluid that you can drink is water. Drink plenty of water during this season, because that also helps flush your system. You need to have plenty of water in your system in order for it to work properly. Always remember that. It helps with constipation and everything. I hate to bring it up, but that's the truth. So drink plenty of water, and your exercise will increase your immune system so that you're stronger and you're able to fight off more of the germs. If you have a weak immune system, you're going to be more susceptible to getting anything that's out there. Make sure you get your flu shot, get your COVID shot, get your booster shot. Those of you that are old enough, get your Shingrix shot. Get your pneumococcal pneumonia shot. Get all that stuff that you need. Stretching also is very, very important. Stretch whenever there's an opportunity. All of these things make you feel better. Everything has its advantages. You just don't want to overdo it no matter what you're doing. Using the Latchbar attachment system gives you more leverage to do whatever you are trying to do. As it relates to exercise, leverage is extremely important. So you want to have leverage to your advantage. This way, your exercise will be more comfortable and basically easier for you to do. And that's what the Latchbar system will also provide. Comfort and leverage. So that you can do your exercise much better. Better is the key word because you want to get benefits from your exercise activity. You don't want to do this all in vain. You want to do this and get some benefits from it. So I moved everything out of the way. That was on the floor. And now, I'm going to come back over here and have a seat. We'll continue with our pull down crunch. We'll do our sidebar pull-ins. We can do pull downs. You could of course do that multiple ways. You can do a pull down with your hands turned the opposite way and just do a pull down like that. Or you can turn your hands back forward and you could do a pull down even better. Using it like that. Now, of course, there are so many different exercises, as I continue to say, because in fact, there are that many that you could possibly do. And I would not be able to demonstrate everything that you could do within our allotted time. And I want to make sure that I don't lose you at the same time. But there are so many different exercises that you can do with the Latchbar system. You'll never get bored. You'll get tired, but you'll never get bored. You're talking about strengthening. You're talking about cutting yourself up, making the muscle definitions that you never thought you could have or get using this system. You can maintain what you have. And you can certainly enhance what you have. Now, as you stand towards your wall-mounted system, you can take advantage of everything that you used before and more. Standing or sitting. You can utilize everything either way, whether you stand or you sit. This is just using the wall mount system. For this activity, you have the ability to mount the Latchbar components on the wall, on the floor, where have you, many different places, so that you can conduct so many different exercises as you go forward. Now, of course, you have all this portable setup equipment over here also. So you can put this in your bag and take with you wherever you want to go. Or, of course, you can take advantage of the mountability of the system and create your own home gym. How about that? Yep, your own home gym. Wouldn't that be nice? Having the privacy of working out at home, being able to do exercise as if you were in a paid-for gym. Because having this private gym, you would have your own professional gym in order to generate all the exercise that you can in one of those paid gyms that you go to. Your motivation level will be better. You won't be losing any money, and you won't have any exposure to unwanted individuals. You will be in your own safety at home. Just imagine being able to take advantage of that. That's a super, super benefit. Any type of pull that you want to do, you can do it with the Latchbar system. Even with unmounted equipment. This is portable, obviously, but it's the same thing that you have mounted. The Latchbar components, there's only 8 components, but there is so much that you can do with these components. I mean, by the time you're finished working out with the Latchbar system, and you don't need a lot, you will feel thoroughly worked over. And of course, with this one, we got a lot of fun we can do with this, because we can do a squat, semi-squat with this, and we're getting just as much workout doing this semi-squat as you would with a squat with the bar on your shoulders. In fact, you may be getting even more, because when you have the bar on your shoulders and you're doing a squat, you're not working any other muscle but your legs. When you're doing a semi-squat using this method, you are using your arms and you're squatting. So you're holding the resistance as an isometric in your arms and you're squatting at the same time. That'll burn calories. That's a very good workout. Now, if you like the traditional squat, we can accommodate that too. We have a deluxe bar on the floor that we place our feet on, and we have a 44-inch round squat bar. Not only can you do squats though, you can also do curls. You can also do a press. And you could rest it on your shoulders and squat. Now, as I said before, when you use the smaller one and you're doing the semi-squat, you're working out your arms and your legs at the same time. Doing this squat, I'm holding it with my shoulders and my hands in place. That's not generating any muscle activity on my top. However, you can do multiple exercises with this unit, such as the press and the curl. Of course, you could do the curl with the other one also, but it is my belief that you will have to lessen the resistance. So this one is set up so that you can do those 3 different exercises, or if you want to add another one into it, the back and forth over your head or the kip up from the back, you would also be adding that exercise as well. And you can also use the basic with a basic. So you have the basic flat, and you have the basic round, and you have the same quality of resistance set up as you did with the previous pull bar. You have a different method, different delivery method. The end result will be the same. And of course, you can also do the semi-squat using this method just as well. Just a couple of components is all you need with resistance bands. You will be amazed with what you will be able to accomplish. It doesn't have to be mounted. As you can see, we just demonstrated portability. As we started off, we did sit-ups and crunches using a basic latch bar with a strap attachment. That is a system that you would only get using the latch bar exercise system. You have the chest expander. You can use it in front of you better than using it behind you. Remember, these are resistance, and they do have a tendency to pop you in the face if you're not being careful. So make sure you're being careful. Whenever you're using any equipment, you should be careful. Just think, for example, if you dropped a dumbbell on your foot or your toe, it would be broken. If you drop the latch bar equipment, the resistance band, or even the latch bar itself, it will not break your toe. The equipment is very light and very, very effective. So if you wanted to do curls, cross pulls, you can set up the deluxe latch bar with resistance bands and also hand grips. You don't necessarily have to use the latch bar hand grips all the time. You can also use regular hand grips. And you can do alternating curls. You can do pulls or semi-curl with both at the same time, of course. You can do cross pulls. Am I hitting home yet? What other equipment can you do all of these different exercises with? I'd like to know, so I know who I can compete with or who would be attempting to compete with me. Because as you can see, this is extremely versatile, and you have so many different exercises that you're able to do with the latch bar exercise system. So if you wanted to lift that one dumbbell with one arm, we have an alternative method using a resistance band. And of course you can add more resistance because each one of these latches can handle 300 pounds each. So with a 300-pound pull, you have 4 latches here. That's a 1,200-pound capacity. So I'm not sure if one person will be able to do anything with that. In addition, you could also put 2 hands on there. That's right. Do what you have to do to get the job done. And that's what we do to get the job done. Now there's more and more attachments over here. We have the wall attachment over there where you actually are standing in between and you're pushing this in an outward motion. You can actually simulate that with a portable attachment, placing this on your back, lowering it slightly enough so that it stays there. So you want it around your shoulder blades, and then you can actually push forward. And make sure you do it very slow because you want to make sure the bar stays in place and doesn't slide. So if your shoulder blades are holding it in place, you can also lay down with this in place, or you can take it off, place it on the floor as such, lay on it, bring it over your head, bring the round bar over your head, make sure the flat bar is in the same place, adequately placed near your shoulder blades. And then you can do a press. So even with the portable equipment, there are many, many opportunities that you can do. It doesn't necessarily have to be mounted. The portability makes it so that you can utilize your system wherever you like. And I'm not sure of any system that actually gives you that flexibility. Now we have a deluxe bar set up, and we have some chains attached to it, which are also attached to resistance bands. That is done in order to expand the resistance band and also to relocate your platform. Even though the platform is on the floor, the actual beginning of your resistance is halfway up your leg where the chain ends. So you're making it so that you don't have to use multiple resistance bands in order to achieve your goal. So we use this, we've made this into an exclusive military press bar. How about that? And of course you can modify it a bit more, and you can make it so that you can do curls in addition. So as we move forward, we have another wall set up over here, and I'm going to just demonstrate some of what you can do utilizing my roller bench, I don't see one in stock anywhere, so I had to take the opportunity to make my own rolling bench. And we can do a lot of different things utilizing this rolling bench. So I'm going to get down on the floor or on the bench, and we're going to utilize the deluxe round bar. It has 4 extreme resistance bands on it, 2 on each side. And we're going to do some leg work. This is sort of a lying squat. Using it in this fashion, we're also utilizing our arms. So we're getting exercise with our arms as well as our legs. Of course, the idea of having to hold it, it does create more of an issue because you're holding the latch bar in place. So you can hold it from the outside if you want. And just let it rest right across your waist. Let it rest right there. And you'll find that exercise, you will enjoy it. Now also, you can hold on to it and you can do sort of a back exercise. I don't recommend it because that one is a little bit, it has a bit too much tension. But you can grab the one that has a lot less tension and you can work with this. It'll also help your abs, your core, your shoulders, holding this in place. And of course you can do pulls. Same thing with the hand grips. You can do them individually, of course. You can do them rotating simultaneously, one after another. So there's a lot more that you could do over there. But I want to make sure that I don't cut myself short. Keep in mind, you can also use a bench over here, and over there we have multiple items that we didn't even touch yet. So using a bench, this is a standard wall attachment here, which with this wall attachment, we are attaching the component bar directly to the wall, making sure that we are attached to a stud in the wall, because otherwise we are creating a safety hazard. Your wall mount system, you want to make sure that you find a stud in the wall in order to make sure you're attaching properly. And you can do that with a stud finder. Get someone that is familiar, a handy person, they know what I'm talking about if you're not familiar. I have a gadget called a Sarcona, and that actually is a stud finder. So here we go. Yep, this looks familiar, just like what we were doing over there. You can do it over here just as well. You can do this one sitting, where we're standing over there. This one is lower, so that we're able to sit and do this one in a comfortable position. You can also, using your abs, you can push it forward with your whole body. We have an unlimited amount of exercise that you can do using the Latchbar exercise system. You like to do a press? We can do a press of many different types. We can do a line press, or we can do a sitting press. This time we're going to do a line press first. So we have it set up. So we'll lay down. We'll bring this over our head. And then we're ready. Well, I don't think we're ready. Something happened here. Well, I'm not close enough. Oh, okay. That just did it, I believe. I believe that just did it. Let's see. Some of this stuff is pretty difficult, so, you know, it's not always cut and dry that you're going to be able to do what you think you can do. So we need a little bit more leverage there. And we got it. That's the line press. Then you can pick up the other bar. And then it has longer resistance bands. So with the longer resistance bands, we can do a press in a sitting position. Bear with me for a moment. And that's not the right way to do it, I'm sorry. Pull that out, and we'll step in between, like that. And now, voila, a press while sitting. How about that? There are so many more exercises that we can do. And we'll conduct maybe one or two more. I'll have to shift my camera so we can see the other side. And we're going to do the chain activity. How about that? We have a set of chains here with hand grips also. All right? And now we can do the swing chain move. You know, right? They do the heavy duty ropes. You can do the same thing with a set of chains. You want to make sure that you have enough tension on them so they're not clanging and hitting against each other. There's an activity that I'm sure you'll love. In addition, you have your floor-mounted squat bar, which has a lot more tension than the portable squat bar. And if you wanted to continue your exercise, I'll just switch the camera back over and we'll be able to continue what we were doing. This is a workout demonstration. I'm not aggressively working out because I want to, at the same time, review with you what the Latchbar exercise system is all about and what you could do by using it. We just can't put all this information into a 30-second commercial. That's not what this system is all about. You need time to review what can be done with an efficient exercise system, and one of which is affordable for most of us, because there are a lot of different exercise pieces of equipment out there that just aren't affordable. Some of them need onboard computer systems, which you have an onboard instructor. With my system, you are your instructor, you are your motivator. Turn your music on in your home, turn your television on, do whatever you want to do. And you're in the comforts of your own home, so you can do whatever you want to do. That's your motivator, your home. You're doing what you feel you need to do. And you're free of the germ activities going on out in the outer world. Just trying to be helpful, people. Get on board. Be safe during this holiday season. That's what's first important. Then it'll allow you to do everything else and help your friends out and your families out at the same time. Let them know. Don't get in the vehicle and drive if you've been drinking. I know a lot of us think that we can drink and drive, but we can't. Let's just get that out of our heads. Please, be safe over the holiday, and also think about including some exercise activities in your life going into 2022. We all make New Year's resolutions. Let's try and make one and really keep it, because things are getting rather scary around here, you know, because we're getting closer and closer, and you know what I mean. So try and help yourself out. The Latchbar exercise system is available on my website. My website is www.LW500products.net. You can also see more than 100 workout demonstrations, how to utilize the equipment. Doesn't cost you a thing. Log on to YouTube, type into the search field, the Latchbar. You're gonna see me show up. Once my video shows up, all you have to do is just subscribe. Once you subscribe, you will have more demonstrations, more ways of using the Latchbar exercise system than you could imagine. So I'm there for you. And if you want a private workout, if you're local, you can set up appointments, give me a call, and you can do that too. And if you're a woman, you can bring your own man so that he can work out with us. I'm good with that. Like I said, this is about business. Let's get it done. 2022 is right upon us. Have a great holiday. Thank you all very much.